Hello, time for another review. What do we got here? Let's see here. All right, let's see what this one is. Oh, spooky. The Witch's Tarot. Enter the world of the witch. Has a nice little white book. Has a little description of all of the cards. So this is the best little white book I've seen in a long time. And it looks like it's going to have unconventional cards, according to the little white book. Let's see. Sometimes they put like a little hole in the cellophane. Yeah, and then you can just find the hole. And then theoretically, well, that's not going to work. All right. The hole is not enough of a hole. The Witch's Tarot. I like boxes that open like that. Remember that from the 70s and 80s, they used to come. Even the cheap ones would open up and they'd be like, ooh, it was witchy. And now it's like, all right. Okay, so the cards are not that thick. They're medium. They're kind of big for your hand, which I like, the oversized ones. They're hard to shuffle though. So let's see here. This is the back. I don't like the back. I think it's dumb. And also, you can tell if something's reversed. Because see how that's lavender and blue? So you'll see. So you'll know before you turn the card if it's going to be reversed or not. Not a big deal, but okay, that's the Hermit. And that's number 9. Ix. In Dune, did you know that the planet Ix was the 9th planet in the solar system, and so much time had gone by that they had forgotten Roman numerals, so they called the 9th planet Ix. Strength is number 8, so this is a RWS clone. And you see the, can you pick it up? It's got the infinity symbol over her head. It's almost like a watermark. It's really hard to see. The Chariot. And the horses look like Lego horses. I don't like that. The Lovers. And it's kind of, I don't know. I feel like this deck is marketed to like 16-year-old girls, but that's okay. The High Priest. All right, the Emperor. And it looks like King Arthur, for some reason, has an ox staff. I think they're just kind of like throwing occult imagery spaghetti against the wall. The Empress. The High Priestess. This is a very traditional look of the Empress. The High Priestess. The Magician. And he's got the infinity symbol too. And the accoutrements. The Fool. This card would be just fine, except the dog is looking away from the man. And they kind of dropped the ball. The dog should be engaged with the Fool, preventing him from falling off the precipice. And this is sort of like the dog is looking the other way and not bothered. So otherwise I like the card, but this is kind of I don't like that. The Sun. And it's kind of cliche, sunflowers, like literally the sun, and then sunflowers, and then the golden-haired child and a white horse. The Moon. And she's on the moors, and there's wolves lurking behind her. And the moon is a crescent moon. I would think that the moon card would be a full moon. That would make more sense to me. And she has some keys. And the Star with I don't know, kind of silly. And the Tower. I haven't seen a tower with a crown. If you look carefully, that's actually a crown. Like a king's crown falling off. You have two people, and then it's being struck by lightning. All right, so these are extra cards specific to this deck. This is XV, that's 15. No, yeah, 15. The Shadow Side. And it looks like this teenage girl is like psychically attacking the boy. Why is she psychically attacking the boy? Did he stand her up on a date? Did he say something mean about her on Facebook? And this looming presence in the background. And you can't really tell it, but there's a gleam. See, this looks like she's just cowering, and then there's like light coming from the corner down. But in person, it looks like she's sending out a psychic energy against the boy, and he's getting a headache from her negative psychic energy attack. Temperance. Temperance has wings. Death. And this is kind of an interesting card. There's like the offering a bouquet to death. If anyone knows what that means, the man in the background with the bouquet offering death a bouquet. What does that mean? Let me know. I'm not sure. And this is a really good Hanged Man. I like it. Here's the Crow. What does the crow mean? There's a pentacle or a pentagram. And the Hanged Man has a halo. Arms tucked behind him. The letter 4 formation. Hanged by one leg. In this instance, it's his left leg. What does it say upside down? Interesting. The sky becomes water, and water becomes sky. Upside down doesn't even look like. Doesn't the water look like sky? And the sky looks like water. Justice. The wheel of the year. Number 10. So that must be Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. The wheel of the year. There's 12. 12 years, 12 hours. You have a cup up here. What does that mean? Pentagram, cup. Oh, I see. Swords, wands, pentacles, cups. And then these are the 4 seasons too. It looks like swords are summer. That's an interesting choice. Cups are fall, autumn. I would think pentacles would be summer. Maybe they are. I don't know. Okay, and this is the minor arcana. Got cups. 7 of cups. And the minor arcana are all different from each other. Five of Cups is a mermaid. And then 4 of Cups is a mermaid and a little boy. Three of Cups, 4 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Okay, here's the card 20, Karma. It's 3 people with like either an eclipse or a new moon. I would say that was an eclipse. What does an eclipse have to do with karma? I don't know. 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords. 2 of Swords, Ace, Cups, Cups, Cups. Has kind of a nautical feel. A lot of these cards have like mermaids or shells or tidal waves or people in water or drinking water or looking at water. King of Swords, I like that one. Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. This is my card, Page of Swords. I always look to see what the Page of Swords looks like because that's my card. That represents me. Does he look like me? Two of Swords. I like the owl. Looks kind of spooky. Doesn't this look like the intro to Scooby-Doo? All right. 7 of Swords. I like this card. He looks kind of goofy. I like it. All right, now we're on to the wands. Lots of wands, 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 wands. Here's the butterfly. You have to have a butterfly if it's going to be called the Witch's Tarot. I don't see anything witchy. I don't know why they call it the Witch's Tarot. I've never seen a cauldron or an anthem or anything, or a broom. That would have been a good, instead of wands, they could have had brooms. And wands, cauldrons, anthems, and pentacles. That's what I would have done. Right, more pentacles. We're on to the pentacles, 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 pentacles. All right, so that's it. That's the Witch's Tarot. I think it's okay. I would take out or not use the extra cards that they included in them, or I would go and look at the number and figure out what card they replaced, and then just use it as the actual card. But if you don't know what the additional card is supposed to mean, their book tells you. Throne, and then it has like what the imagery means. Like, okay, so it does tell you waterfalls, tulips, the three moons, the throne, sunflower. So it tells you what they are thinking. So if you're not sure what the images mean, symbols, in the cards. So it tells you what the numbers mean, and then all of the things, the mise en scene, all of the things in the card are explained. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Takes any question away from what to think. All right, so that's about it.